Still more core exercises that we can do with our appropriately named core sandbag. All right, this next series of 3 exercises is going to be building to one of Ultimate Sandbag's most iconic exercises, just in that there's kind of no other piece of equipment that you can kind of really use that gives you the same impact as this one. So before jumping all the way to the end, please, again, follow the series of progressions as they'll help you to create the best technique to get the most out of the exercise. We're going to start with our sandbag quadruped lateral drag. All right, so when I line this one up, just the way that the bag tends to sit and ergonomically, like what I find easiest to grip, I like to flip the sandbag around so the logo is upside down. The sandbag's right against my thighs. Okay, so quadruped means I'm on all fours. Fingers are spread and pushing into the floor with my feet as well. I'm going to start with, the logo of the bag is lined up with my thigh. And I'm going to pull the sandbag apart. As I do that, I'm going to be also pushing into the floor and spreading my shoulder blades across my back. I'm really practicing with this movement not to bend my elbow or lift the sandbag up as I pull it across. I'm trying to keep the arm straight and allow the bag to fully drag across the floor. Awesome. Okay, once you've kind of got that mastered, then we're going to progress into the second exercise, which is we're actually going to take the sandbag away for this exercise and work into pup. What we call a pup is a push-up position plank with alternating elbow tap. The importance of this one is really being able to prevent the rotation at your hips. To get yourself lined up successfully, put your thumbs together so that they can touch. Get your feet nice and wide, at least twice as wide as you would sit up for a squat. From here, we're going to tuck your tail and really push into the floor. Okay, that's our foundational starting position. And then you're going to try to work up to tapping your elbow with your hand. This is much harder than it looks. And most definitely when people get to start this one, they'll notice the hips turning and untucking like that. If you do notice that that's happening, you're probably not quite ready to start lifting your hand up off of the floor, and I'd suggest starting with your hands elevated on a plyo box, couch, coffee table, or an elevated surface, just to take out some of the difficulty until you're able to hold your hips still. You can also work on little side-to-side movements just to lower the amount of time that you're spending under tension. Eventually, you can work up to touching the shoulder or the elbow. All right, I'll show you that from the front view as well. Again, lining up thumb to thumb, feet at least kind of twice squat width, tuck the tail, and really make sure that you're a coffee table. There's no movement or rotation at the shoulders or pelvis. That one's quite a workout. As soon as you know what to look for in preventing that rotation, it's going to take a lot of effort. Now we're going to add the sandbag for that ultimate sandbag pup lateral drag. So pup is just our word for push-up position plank. So we're going to get lined up similar to the bird dog and offset the bag so the logo is in line with one of my thighs. Thumbs are going to touch. The wider your hands are when you set up, the harder that's going to be. So you can over time progress to using wider hands, but it's so much more difficult that I really suggest you start with thumbs touching. Okay, get set up here, push the floor away, grab the bag, pull it across. So my intention is to keep my hips square. Make sure my pulling side arm stays locked out and that the bag drags along the floor. We don't want to twist and lift in that type of fashion. You're going to stay locked in and controlled. That one is so much more difficult than it looks. So you only need very few reps with a low weight to really smoke your core. Enjoy.